guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I sat down and filmed a video. It has literally been at least 2 months, if not 3, that I have posted a video. So that is a ridiculously long amount of time. But today's video is going to be a first impressions on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker collection. Quick before we get into all of that, I just want to apologize. It has been so long since I last posted a video. I have been kind of focusing on Instagram a lot recently. I was super busy with school for a while and I didn't have time to do both. So I basically just focused on Instagram because that's kind of where I was growing the most, and I was also kind of like in a slump of like I didn't know what to post on YouTube. Here I'm going to be kind of posting like a little bit of everything. It's kind of just like whatever I feel like filming that week. So yeah, I'm still going to be posting on Tuesdays, and I am really hoping that I can get back to posting every single week like I used to. I also did graduate from high school in, what month was it? May. That was my like last year of school. I was a senior, so I will be able to continue like posting regularly and keeping up both Instagram and YouTube, and I won't have to worry about like school getting in the way. Okay, and then last thing, I just noticed like I saw myself out of the corner of my eye in my viewfinder waving my hands around because I talk with my hands a lot. But yeah, my hands are orange, so there's that too. But to get into the actual video, I purchased quite a few items from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I had set my alarm like every 5 minutes, starting like maybe a half an hour before the launch, and then 10 minutes before launch I was on the website refreshing. And it actually launched 2 minutes early, which is why I'm always on the website super early before everything launches, because it usually launches like a minute or two early. Because it launched early, I was able to get like everything that I wanted. So I guess we'll just kind of open up. I'll show you first what I got, and then move into the first impressions. But before I do this, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and just subscribe so you can check out my other videos when I upload. And other than that, here we go. So I already like unpackaged everything, so here's just all of the wrapping and stuff. I love the like color combination for this collection. I think this is my favorite collection that he's ever launched. But I just really love this collection. Super aesthetically pleasing. I love candy. I am huge on sugar. I'm probably one of the unhealthiest people ever to exist. So this is super exciting. But inside, you can see, so there's like the little thingy that it comes with, like the little card thing, and then here is a mirror. I will open that up in a second. I ordered the one that's like white with the little speckles on it that looks like the palette. Got the large Jawbreaker palette, and then I got the Brain Freeze highlighter palette, and then a lip scrub. I have, I believe, 3 of his lip scrubs already, and I love them so much. So I got the Pineapple Juice Velour lip scrub, and then I got the Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Purple Urkel, because purple's my favorite color. So I will just quick open up the mirror and show you what it looks like. It came in this box. I was really confused. I've never ordered a mirror from him before, and I didn't know what this box was. I opened this up like the big box, and I was like, what on earth is that? The palette cannot be that big. So it comes in like super duper like sturdy packaging. There we go. And you can see this is like a little foam thing, and then here is the mirror. This one is literally my favorite out of all of them. So then I guess we'll get into highlights, because my face is looking kind of flat and boring because I refrained from putting on highlighter as hard as it was because I wanted to try out the palette, obviously. So it comes in this little thing right here. It is super cute. Like there's you can feel that there's like texture on it, and I love this box. I'm probably gonna save the box and keep it just because it is super duper cute. Then once you open it, the outside is super cute. It kind of reminds me of like the Icy logo. I'm pretty sure it's like the same font. And then when you open it up, these are all of the shades in here. Let me just lower the exposure just so you can really see it. So those are the shades. I really love that shade in the middle. I swatched it when I first got it, and it seems super interesting. I've literally never seen anything like that before, so I'm probably going to be using that one right now. I love the color selection in this. It really does like remind me of an Icy, so I really love this. I'm going to be saying that a lot throughout this video because I absolutely love sugar and anything having to do with candy and sugary foods, so you'll hear me say that a lot during this video. So I'm just going to take that shade that I first mentioned, Jawbreaker, and I am going to be taking that on my Anastasia A23 brush, and I'm just going to be applying that like everywhere. It definitely has a decent amount of pigment. from like a couple swipes and then just putting it directly on my face. That's a decent amount of pigment. A lot of highlighters you kind of have to build up a little bit, but that one you really don't. I'm just gonna go in a third time because I love a super glowy highlight. That is really pretty. I'm gonna do the tip of my nose. That is my favorite place to highlight. So many people always tell me that I put way too much, but like, you can never have enough nose highlight, so like a good tip of the nose highlight is just my absolute favorite thing ever. And then we're gonna put some on where like the bridge of my nose meets like that part of your forehead that goes in between your eyebrows. Not sure what it's called, but like the little part, like you can see right here. Do the chin, forehead, we'll do this side of the face, and then on this side of my forehead, and down the middle. So basically just drench most of your face in highlighter. That is what we're gonna do today. So I do really like that shade. First impression, like I said, it was super pigmented. Like there's really nice payoff right off the bat. And I really like the shade of it. I feel like when you look at it, it looks like it's gonna be a super kind of like goldishy shade, but really like it's kind of more of like an icy shade. Like when you swatch it too, it looks kind of goldy, but I feel like on my face, it looks like more icy and more like a silver highlight. So we'll just quick swatch the rest of, oh, I was expecting that to be like the super like silvery white one, but that one's actually kind of has a blue tint to it. I feel like that one is probably going to be too dark for me. Same with the next one. Yeah, that's definitely too dark. I could use it as an eyeshadow. I have 2 more shades, but I only have 1 finger left. I didn't even look at these shade names. I love the last 2 shade names. This one's called Frozen Fruit and Freeze Tag. I absolutely love those. So we have the thumb. Oh, there you can see it better. It's kind of like a pinky tone. By the way, my camera kind of sucks because it doesn't autofocus when I'm filming. So that's why I have to hold the swatches like so close to my face rather than doing a close-up, because you see, like it just won't focus. So I need to get a new camera at some point. I'm thinking like the Canon T7i probably, because I have the T5i. So that'll be fixed sometime soon. This one's really pretty too. That's the blue shade. Freeze Tag. So overall, like these are super pretty shades. Which one? This one is the one I have on my face. These two, like my pinky, my pointer finger, those 2 are probably too dark for me, but the rest of them, like I would definitely wear. I really love those. So I'm super excited to kind of like play around with these some more in my next few looks and whatnot. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be going into the Jawbreaker palette, and I love the packaging. It like is the same pattern as the mirror, so obviously like I love it. We're gonna quick, excuse me. So we're gonna quick open this up, and actually my palette did not come with like one of those little plastic covers. The highlighter palette did. I took that off like when I first opened it up, but I noticed this palette did not come with one of those. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like. I am honestly super obsessed with all the shades in here. Like they're just really different. I don't know whose story I saw this on, but someone said that like even this shade, like it's green, and like there's lots of green shadows out there, but it's just a different green than like what she's ever seen before. And like I don't know who said that, but I definitely agree. So this palette is definitely super unique. I think I may kind of go with a pastel theme, mainly just because I'm kind of wearing like a pastel yellow shirt. I'm like getting really sweaty. It is so hot in my room. So thankfully I just washed my makeup brushes. I actually didn't wash all of them because I got lazy and didn't finish. Thankfully I washed my makeup brushes so I don't have to pick out like only semi-dirty ones. We have lots of makeup brushes to work with. So I think I'm just going to start out with a Morphe M433 brush, and so we'll start out with the shade called Wow right here. And like I said, I'm taking that on my Morphe M433 brush. I'm just going to pick up quite a bit because I like to pack the shadows on and then blend them out. I feel like that gives like the best results. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend out my eyelids because they crease, because I don't set my eyeshadow, or I don't set my foundation and concealer on my eyelids just because it gives like the most pigment when you have like a wet finish. So I'm going to take that shade Wow and I'm just going to pack it in, I'd say like the inner half of the crease. Okay, so there's a decent amount of payoff with that. It's pretty pigmented and I really like how that shade looks. Yellows are like one of my favorite shades to work with. I feel like they're just so easy to blend out. So we're just going to take that same brush and then start blending it out and upwards. And then I'm probably going to dip back in and take a little more and pack it back in the crease as it kind of like thins out when we blend it. Okay, so this one seems to be blending out really nicely so far. Okay, someone please like let me know in the comments if one of your eyes is like easier to do, or if it's just like one of your eyes is shaped differently, because this eyeshadow, this is always my better eye, possibly due to the fact that like I'm left-handed, so my left eye is going to come out better. This eye always looks a little bit different than my left eye. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just like never as good, and I feel like the shape of like my eyelid may be different. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's always super stressful trying to get them to look exactly the same, and it never happens. Okay, so it blended out nicely on both eyes, and now I'm going to pick up the shade Bubblegum, which is that pale pastel pink shade right there, on a clean Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to be packing that into the crease on this half of my lid, and then I am going to kind of drag it out a little bit. I usually stick to more of like a rounded eyeshadow look, but I think today I'm going to kind of wing it out a little bit. Just packing that in right here. That one is super pigmented. And then I'm going to blend and then kind of just wing it out this way. Just like a little bit at a time. And then as I'm blending, I'm going to bring that into the yellow. So that one also blended out really nicely. I love how it's kind of like a pink lemonade theme going on right now. It also blended super well with the yellow. Now I'm going to grab, this is the Morphe M507 brush. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Cute. Oh, wow. There was like a lot of kickback with that one. But now I'm going to be taking this and I am going to be just doing like a thin little line, and I'm taking it on the bottom part of where it wings out and then blending it up with the pink. So I'm just going to pack it like on the edge of the pink at first because I don't want to take it too far down. And then I'm just going to start blending. Once again, like being careful not to take it too far down. The shade also has a decent amount of pigment. I'm trying to go like as little of the product as possible just so I don't overdo it, and then I'm just gradually building it up more and more. And then basically as I wing this one out, I'm gonna essentially kind of bring it up to where my eyebrow ends. Baby, I missed you. Come here, sweetie pie. Hi. Okay, so I was originally just going to leave the blue in the outer corner, but I ended up just packing it on the lid in like a cut crease shape. But this side, for some reason, as you can see, it like ended up being patchy, and I kept trying to like blend the blue and the purple, or the blue and the pink, and it just for some reason disappeared. I like added more, obviously, to see like if it would fix it, but it didn't. It's just the shadow won't stick there for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I think that may be my fault, because I have noticed in the past a lot of times with like Jeffree shadows, if I use too much of it, because a lot of the times like with me, like not even in makeup, just like everyday life, I kind of like go overboard with things. I use way too much of everything. So sometimes I have that issue where I pack a little bit too much on to begin with and it doesn't blend out. So I don't think that's the shadow's fault, because if it was, it would have happened on both eyes, not just one. So I'm gonna blame that on me, on like my fault that it looks like that, because I probably used too much. And yeah, so there is that. Just obviously want to be transparent about that, although I do think it's my fault. But next I'm going to be going into the shade Gumdrop right here. And I'm taking my Morphe M149 brush, and I am just going to grab a bunch of that shade, and I'm going to be putting it in the lower lash line. Okay, 1, that shade is so pigmented. 2, that shade is so pretty. This is literally like the perfect purple color. I've genuinely never seen a purple shade like this before. As I like mentioned in the beginning of this video, and if you follow me on Instagram or have ever watched another one of my videos, you probably know that I am obsessed with purple. And a lot of the times purple shadows, they can kind of like come off as pink. Like there are multiple times where people are like, oh my god, that pink shadow is super pretty, and I'm like,
actually it's a purple shadow.
But this one, very clearly purple. Like I've literally never ever seen a shadow this color before. So I'm kind of living for the shade. Okay, so for the inner corner, I'm going to be dipping into the shade Jawbreaker. And I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills A14 brush. That's really pigmented. I really like that. A lot of the times, like shimmer shades, they don't make good inner corner shades. Like I just find that they don't look very like blinding and glowy. Like they don't show up very much a lot of times in the inner corner for some reason, but that one you can definitely see it. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the spray. This is like the Evian spray water, except it's by the brand Avene. It's really just like water in a spray can. I ran out of my Evian spray water, but I got the that water spray in a monthly subscription box that I got in PR. So I'm using that now, and like it works the exact same because they're obviously both just like water and hydrogen to make it spray. Maybe nitrogen. I don't know science, but yeah. To make it even more blinding, so I really like that. Next I'm going to be applying the lashes, and the ones I'm wearing today are Tati lashes in the style TL3. These are a brand new pair, so I'm gonna have to cut these to fit my eye. I love opening like a brand new box of lashes. Okay, and then for mascara, I'm using Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is like my all-time favorite mascara. So next I'm going to be doing lips, and I'm going to be using the Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Purple Urkel from the collection. And first I'm going to use the lip scrub. This is the Pineapple Juice Velour lip scrub. And like I mentioned before, I love the lip scrubs. Honestly, half the time, like I will literally just use it so I can eat it. I probably eat more than I should, because although it's like edible, you probably shouldn't eat that much of it, but it is so good. So sometimes I will like dig in. That sounds so gross.
It's just they're so good.
It tastes like sugar. Like it tastes like candy. And then it makes your lips super soft and like plump. So there's like multiple benefits. It's like really good. Okay, so before I apply the liquid lipstick, I'm gonna line my lips with the Buxom Plump Line lip liner in the shade Stealth. This is like my favorite lip liner ever, and yes, I do overline my lips. One day I intend to get lip injections, but you know, until then, I just gotta overline. There was one time that, like, I don't see all of my comments obviously, because I would literally have to be sitting on Instagram like 24/7 looking at all the comments, but like there was one time I logged on and I happened to see like, oh that's not even, I happened to see like a spam of comments like all from the same person, like,
Why you overline your lips? Like it bothers me so much that you overline your lips.
so I was like, okay, well sorry, if you want to pay for my lip injections then go for it, but if not then sorry it bothers you, but I don't really care. Like, that's one thing I have never understood about Instagram, or even like YouTube. It's like people leave comments like, and they act as if you're gonna care that they think your nails are too long. Like I'm gonna run out and be like, oh my gosh, I need to get my nails removed because one person thinks they're too long. Well, okay, it's like more than that, think my nails are too long, but like I genuinely do not care. I didn't get long nails just because I thought people would like it. I got long nails because I like it, you know? But like, it's fine because every comment gives me engagement, so you know, if you want to complain about something, go for it. So finally for lips, I am going to be applying the Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Purple Urkel from the collection. I love the aesthetic of like the lime green. I loved last year how everything was like orange. I love neon colors, so especially this, like I feel like these two colors, they just look amazing together, so like I am living for that. Okay, so this is the completed look. My final thoughts on the whole collection. I love the highlighter palette. The shades in here are super pretty. Obviously, I only tried this one, but I really love how that one looks. And I am really excited to start using these two shades in like more creative looks. Super great formula. I've never tried like a highlighter palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so I am really impressed by that. Next, for the palette. So like I said in the beginning, I absolutely love the shades in the palette. It's very different. It's like a super colorful palette, but not your typical like all the colors of the rainbow type of palette. It like has lots of pastels, like dark shades, royal blue, a few like shimmer shades that are colors. So like I said, it's very different, and I think it is super pigmented. It did blend out really well. Like I said, I'm not really sure what happened here, but I do think that is my fault, because if it was the palette, it definitely would have happened on this eye too. So like I genuinely believe that what happened over here with the kind of patchiness is completely my fault. So I don't think that has anything to do with the palette. The palette, other than that, worked amazing for me, and I am really excited to continue using this. Like I said, the shades blended out beautifully. They were super pigmented, and overall, like, good quality palette. I would never expect anything less from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. All of their eyeshadows are insanely amazing. So that is that on the palette. For the lip scrub, obviously there's not a lot to review because it is like just a lip scrub, and it's like the same as all the other ones, but I do really love the flavor of this. I love pineapples so much. They are one of my favorite fruits, and I love it especially on pizza. And then for the liquid lipstick, it is the same formula as all of his other liquid lipsticks as far as I can tell. I do really love the shade. It is super different. I was a little concerned after I put on the eyeshadow. I was like, oh shoot, like the lipstick is not gonna go well with this. And I was actually debating just putting on like a plain gloss to like make the look be cohesive and then just swatch this, but it actually does go pretty well with the look. I do really like how this looks. I love the shade. Like I said, super duper different, and honestly, like it's kind of like the shade, like the lower lash line shade, so like literally the perfect purple. And I guess since I got this high quality mirror, not a lot to say about it. It is a mirror. Okay, can you see that? It's like flashing. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm like 10. Not actually. I don't want anyone to be confused because everyone thinks I'm 12. I'm 18. I look 12, but I'm 18, I promise. Anyway, so I love the mirror. It's a mirror. Mirror's a mirror. Good quality mirror. Super cute. And overall, from what I got from the collection, I did really want to get like the whole collection, or like at least more. I really wanted to get the one that was like this shade, the liquid lipstick, but this altogether was already like $160 something. So I didn't really want to spend too much. Literally an idiot. I just dug my nail into one of the shades. It happens every single time. So I guess the overall point that I'm trying to get across is I do really love the collection. I think that all of these products are like my favorite collection that Jeffree has launched thus far. I love the whole like sugary sweet theme. I love the bright aesthetic of all of the colors. I think it's just overall a really good collection. Honestly, I've never like had a problem with anything that Jeffree Star Cosmetics has come out with. I genuinely love all of their products. It's just one of those brands that I feel like they really like take the time to make sure their products are good quality before launching them, which
some brands should take note,
but that's not the point of this video. So yeah, I do believe most of these things, if not all of them, are sold out on the website. I definitely recommend checking it out when it restocks, especially the palette. I do really recommend the palette just because I feel like there's a lot of shades in here that you can't find other places. So if you're gonna get anything, I would recommend the palette. But yeah, so oh wow, it's been so long since I filmed a video, I forgot how to do my outro. But that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Jesus Christ, I really need to start doing more videos again.